CFA Nation, Gabe.
Nick.
Man, that's not a lie, people. That is a sign of depression right there. You know what? I had to call my homegirl Jody, send her a text like, listen, go check on Nick. You know what I'm saying? I want to make sure that, he's not just, eating a whole bunch of Krispy Kreme donuts, trying to drown his sorrows. Or
If
whatnot.
we had him. Here, let me just do the whole discussion this way, okay? Give me like a dark light and like a voice changer. Oh, it was on a Tuesday night.
So today, and contrary to popular belief, we didn't get to it simply because we had a lot of stuff to do after school. Our schedules are packed or whatnot. Not because my squad, my secret love KKR lost. They just got it's a loss. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But it was the worst loss I had seen so far this year. That game was really not yesterday's game, I should say, was not really in contention until today. Holy cow. Nick, do you want to explain yourself? What happened? First and foremost, if you guys don't know, this is obviously it's in the title, but you guys are here for R3 Wickets. That's right, R3 Wickets. But since this is Nick's, a love affair, his little side piece, what happened, Nick?
Okay. I got so many things to say. I really do. First of all, losing streak is not just over. It has been obliterated. It has been blown up. It's one of those nuclear testing sites now. Okay? Absolutely destroyed. Only the cockroaches have survived. Second of all, it reminds me of an episode from Friends. The way my mind works is movie references and TV show references. And if you guys have been following us long enough, you know we love Friends. There's an episode of Friends where Chandler is looked upon as his horrible friend and boyfriend. Yeah, there you go. Of Chandler and Monica. And it all stems because Ross lied to his parents saying that Chandler was the one smoking some weed when it was really Ross. And so there's this episode where just all the truth gets told. And his parents are sitting there taking all this truth that their son had done. And there's a question that the dad asked Ross, which is perfect for today's match. He says, "What happened, son?" I mean, that's exactly the epitome of this match. What in the world happened? You can't just blame one person, but, I can blame a lot of them. The entire team got destroyed. The entire team, it was like a U19 squad versus the international squad. It was like a club cricket squad versus an IPL squad that wants to do something. This was a complete beatdown. And by the time we left in the 14th or 15th over, the game was still within reach. I was leaving the stream saying, I feel pretty good about RCB's chance. They'll get to 170, 175, no problem. Not only did they not even come close to 170, 175, they gave up a whole bunch of runs in the death overs. Dale Steyn is the newest applicant and person admitted to the Dinda Academy. The Jordan line. The Jordan line already ruined one career. It already ruined one career. Dale Steyn had a very storied career. He got destroyed. He missed in the fielding. He didn't do anything with the bat. I mean, he had a horrible game. King Coley, I got just not really destroyed. The comments section was actually very, very kind to me. I appreciate that. They're always very kind. But I'm pretty sure I ticked off a few people with my MS Dhoni remarks from the CSK loss. Nothing compared to the Coley remarks I have for today, but I'll save that for later. It wasn't even competitive. It wasn't even a match. It was KXIP. There we go.
Yeah, Kings 11, Punjab.
Yeah. So KXIP who just destroyed. They just destroyed RCB in every facet of the match. Hats off to them. I said I thought they were the weakest squad coming in. I was completely wrong. 100%. This squad has got some amazing players. And to add insult to injury, the last thing I'm going to say, this is a long intro, to add insult to injury, my fantasies, it was a bad day because of the way the fantasy day started. I was saying hi to everyone on the stream. I was taking my time doing my updates. I submitted my changes, and I was 1 minute too late. I would have had Rahul, okay, as my vice captain. I should have made him my captain. I would have had, I can't think of the other person I was trying to get on there, and someone else. And none of that worked out. I couldn't even change my vice captain. I got a 10 today, 10 total points.
Woo.
Destroyed. It's a horrible day to be Nick.
Oh boy. You know, all I gotta say is this, my friend, and we'll talk about this once we get onto our 3 wickets. But don't fret. First of all, it's only one game. Bottom line is they're still 1-1.
Thank goodness it's only one match because that could be like 3 losses.
But realistically speaking, we were both wrong. You know, when we did our overview on paper, you know, we both said, hey, man, the Kings 11 Punjab looked like the weakest team. Well, they really should be 2-0. If not for a bad umpire call, they should be 2-0. That game should have never gone to the to the super over against DC Capitals, which it did. But honestly, bro, this team is they're the surprise of the tournament, and in my opinion, they're the dark horse. You know what I'm saying? You know how you said you got to adjust. Well, from what I've seen, they should be 2-0, and they manhandled RCB today, and they beat DC Capitals, who I thought was a really good and deep team. They should have beat them, I should say, but of course, a decision went against them. With that being said, I'm going to start off because obviously Nick is a little fired up. We want to always start off on a positive note, right? What did we like? What did we like? So I'm going to start on the Kings side. Again, you know, Kings 11 is this team where I came in and I wasn't familiar with all of the names. And one of the things I keep complaining about is, hey, why did you even sign Chris Gale if Chris Gale isn't going to even play 2 games now? And we'll talk about that and what I didn't like. But there's other people that stepped up. You know, last time it was Agarwal. Today, holy cow, bro, the performance by Rahul. Now I know why people are saying, are you kidding me? Pat's not going to start against this guy. The performance, Nick, I heard this on the broadcast. This was the highest score by a captain in IPL history.
The dude got a 132. He got more the entire RCB squad got.
It was insane, his performance. And mind you, remember, his first performance was actually really, really good. You know, he scored 132 runs on 69 balls, had 7 sixes, but the patience. This guy's a perfect combination of test because he lasts all day long. This was the opening partnership, cousin, and my man was there forever. Forever. Sandlot, exactly, dude. And I mean, the guy didn't get out. I mean, the guy is an absolute savage. Agarwal wasn't as good today, only had 26 runs on 20 balls. But again, you know, they still produced. That opening partnership produced, okay? I am sold on Rahul. I know that MS Dhoni retiring is tough for the for the test team for India and even the ODI team. But Rahul just has shown me in these 2 games, not only because he's the captain and he does a good job wicket keeping, but with the stick, this guy's legitimate. That's what I loved on that side, on the Kings side. On your
Good luck. Good luck.
Wait, I got you here for a second. It was rough. It was a rough day. Someday you're the hero, someday you're the GOAT, right? Padicle did not play well. Finchy was up there for a while, ended up getting out, dismissed silly. You know, I'm going to say something that's going to really, really, what I liked was the press conference afterwards. And I was on lunch, so I was listening to, of course, Virat Kohli talk. And Virat Kohli got out, in case you guys didn't know it, on one run. And he legitimate came out and said, listen, you know, sometimes you got to take ownership over losses. That was a big drop I had. He even like put all the onus on himself. He said that was a big drop I had, and that's unacceptable. All these teams are here to play. We will play better. You know, he didn't try to sugarcoat it. He didn't try to say, you know, this or that, or we're not used to the grounds or whatever. He just came out flat out and said, we need to play better. And the first person he put on blast was himself. You know, it's unacceptable to have that drop. And I like that because you're going to take ownership over that loss. So many people are quick to point the finger somewhere else, but as a captain, that's what you need to do. That's what I liked on both sides. Because like you said, the performances were rough. I mean, guys got lit up like Christmas trees. I mean, it was rough. It's hard to find something you like. I don't want to steal all your thunder because there are a couple decent performances there.
Super hard.
One bowler who you in particular like, so I'm pretty sure you're going to mention him. But other than that, you know, it was just a rough day. chalk that one up to, a mulligan. Let's do it over. Go ahead, Nick.
All right. So what I liked on the Kings side, I mean, I thought Sanju was impressive. I thought Samson was impressive. Nothing compared to Rahul. You already mentioned it. I'm going to mention it as well. This guy was unbelievable. He set the tone from the very beginning. The man did not blink. I had mentioned on our live stream, I had said this guy is playing limited form over version of Test cricket. He's not taking any chances, any risks. He's hitting the sixes on the free hits. He's taking his chances, not at all. He was playing smart cricket. This guy got 132 on 69 balls. He got 69 balls and he almost had a strike rate of 200. 14 boundaries. I can't even count that high. 7 sixes for crying out loud. And when you saw him in the death overs, it was 6 after 6 after 6. And you're sitting there like, oh, thank goodness it was only a boundary this time. I mean, this guy was unbelievable. He was in a class all to himself. This guy, he made Dale Steyn look like the worst bowler that's ever bowled before. And that's hyperbole, obviously. That's hyperbole. But he made him look that bad. Dale Steyn gave up 57 runs in 4 overs.
Hashtag
economy rate before the last 2 overs in the death. The economy rate was way lower than it ended up being. This guy got manhandled. You thought it was bad what Archer did. This guy's it's like the line from Rocky. He's like, you thought I was tough. This guy will kill you. Rahul is no joke. This guy, I'm telling you, pants number 3. He's just, and I'm a huge pant guy. He's number 3. You know, you put on the hat first at CFA, you put on the shirt next, you put the pants on last because it's not in the camera. Okay? That's where pants at. Rahul is amazing. He's absolutely he scored 100 in T20. That doesn't happen. This guy made it happen. And he was so calm and collected. He was so impressive. I can't speak enough about this guy. Unbelievable. What I liked from RCB, I mean, I'm scratching my head. I'm trying to find something. If I'm King Kohli, I'm trying to find some kind of motivation somewhere, right? Obviously, the only place you can go to, and thank goodness he's on our team, is Chahal. Now, Dubé, he got himself 2 wickets. We only got 3 wickets the entire match. He got 2 of those, Dubé did, but then he had a horrible death over. Chahal, 4 overs, only 25 runs. Only 20, less than half the runs that Dale Steyn gave up. Only 25 runs. And not just that, but when I was watching it after work in the replay, the commentators were saying, because he bowled like the 14th over, and I think that was a big mistake, save one of those for the death. He bowled, I think, the 14th or 15th over. The commentators were saying, Kings already know. Once you get done with Chahal and it's his 4th over, then it's a launching ground. You know, it's on after that. All we got to do is survive Chahal. Chahal's trying to get a wicket. They wouldn't give it up. Rahul wouldn't give it up. He was playing smart because Chahal was that nasty. Other than that, I got nothing else I like from the RCB side. I got nothing. And it's my secret love. And that's why it's a mistress. You kick them to the curb when it's not enough to, because you have your first love there at all times. I'm not kicking RCB to the curb. I've been hearing about it. I'm going to hear it so much in the comment section. We told you, underachievers, chokers. We told you. I see it. If this was a playoff match, if this was a final match, oh my goodness gracious. Game, what did you like? What did you dislike?
What I dislike, that I'm going to tell you right now, is Nicholas Puran, all right? I get it. People are telling me, oh, this kid can play. He's baby Gale. You got to give him time. All right. All I'm saying is Chris Gale has sat for two matches so far, and Puran scored 17, which was an improvement from last time, okay? I think last time he got out on like 7. Really? Chris Gale's that old? I get it. He's 41. You put him at the end, the guy can launch some bombs, okay? We know he can do that. I get it. He can't play defensively well. You know what? You stick him in the outfield. You know what I'm saying? Stick him in the outfield. That's what they did to the kids. What are you going to do? You knew that coming in. But my point is, I don't understand. I don't see it. Puran, I don't see it. It's only been 2 games. But watching him play, I've seen Agarwal play. I've seen KL Rahul play. I have not seen Puran really deliver the way he needs to deliver. That's just me. On the RCB side, what I disliked.
Oh, here comes the list.
Oh man, there's a long list of what I disliked on RCB. One of the things I will say that I disliked when I was watching RCB, I almost felt like at one point, turn it on, okay? Yes, wickets fell in bunches. Wickets fell in bunches. But I felt like after Virat Kohli fell, like other guys were just giving away their wickets. They were just giving them away. And I'm like, are you serious right now? I mean, it's so, I don't want to keep beating them up. But I felt like, you know what, guys, step it up. Guys' wickets were falling. And at one point, then you see guys just eating up deliveries, Finchy eating up deliveries and not going for it. Guys, there's a huge score, a huge total you're chasing down. You're not going to do it with singles. You're not going to do it with singles. Come on, like you're not going to do it taking dots and defending balls. You got to go for it, man. You got to go for it. I mean, it was just a bad loss. That's what I disliked.
All right. What did I dislike on the King side? Not a whole lot. Not a whole lot. I was really impressed. You know, Rahul, he makes a big mark right there. Super impressed. But I'm going to choose. I got to choose someone, right? I'm going to choose Maxwell. And, you know, you didn't need him. You didn't need Puran today. Rahul's more than enough by himself. But Maxwell, what did I say in the live stream? I said feast or famine. He was famine once again. I think we've seen him feast once, from the ones I've seen at least. And you know, he's the big show, they call him. You don't get that name by just, you know, maybe scoring a good score here and there. This guy, you know, he's got to step it up. And I'm just gonna make short and sweet because the Kings, they were the class today. They were unbelievable. What did I dislike on RCB's side? Okay. The bowling was atrocious, right? The bowling was absolutely atrocious. Umesh, once again, he didn't even get his fourth over. Once again, he almost gave up 40 in 3 overs. Stain, 57 and 4. Already mentioned that. Horrible. Even your guys like Saini weren't able to pull it up. We had, you know, 4 wides altogether. But you're right. The batsmen were absolutely atrocious. Patikal for one. Finch, 20 on 21. He couldn't even get a strike rate of 100. Philippi, out on a duck on 3 balls. Virat Kohli out on 1. This guy got 13 or 14 his first match. He's got a total of 14 or 15 now. This is the former Orange Cap winner, the former MVP. He's got 14 total, leading his squad. You got to do better than that. And then I've heard from the cricket audience, once you get to 20 and you get out, that's a pity because you got things going. We got AB de Villiers. We got Finch. We got Sundar. There are high scorers. Sundar had the highest with 30. AB de Villiers went out at 28, and he got lucky. Before he got out, there was a wicket that they called a wicket, reviewed it. It was a good review, and he was not out. And then he got out. The one on Kohli, that one is just unexcusable. He's swinging like he's a rookie, and it goes straight up for 3 hours, and the guy catches it. The Kings, they had they had the fielding, they had the bowling. No one could stop them in this day. And Rahul, again, he gave the Ruthian effort. He did everything on himself. RCB, it was horrible. Let's just chalk that. Let's just throw it away. Get it out of the memory. Let's just forget about it. I'm not going to bury Kohli. I'm not going to bury Patikal. I'm not going to bury anybody. I'm not. I was impressed with AB de Villiers and Sundar showing some kind of life. But at that point, what's the point? Like you said, after them, they just threw away the wickets. What's the point right now? We're getting manhandled. So that's what I dislike. What did you learn, Gabe?
You know, what I learned is that we were both wrong when it comes to the Kings 11. This is why we play the game, the old adage. Forget about what a team looks like on paper. What do you do when you step on the field, okay? And Kings 11 Punjab is absolutely filthy, man. They've got, just between the top order, between KL Rahul, you know, between Agarwal, I mean, they have guys that are, you know, again, maybe they don't need Chris Gale. They know something I don't know because Chris Gale isn't playing. But I learned that this team is something to be reckoned with. And now through, you know, every team has played at least, well, for the most part, 2 games. You can see that there's a lot of parity in this league, man. I learned, you know what, good luck trying to, I hope guys really aren't putting money on these games, man. Because if you would have told me Kings 11 versus RCB, yeah, RCB all day long. You know what I'm saying? And it's like yesterday, CSK versus the Royals, the day before yesterday, I should say, who were down 3 of their best players, right? Butler wasn't there. They also didn't have, who else was missing on CSK? I can't remember. Oh, yeah, Ben Stokes wasn't there on not CSA, on the Royals. Like, and they still beat them down? Like, oh my gosh, bro, this is going to be an entertaining season. That's what I learned.
You know, You didn't steal from me because you didn't know, but I learned the same thing. My eyes were open. This IPL is going to be a whole lot of fun. And I'm not going to knock on a different league, but this is a league all to itself. This really is. I am so excited that we're able to come in 12 years after the inception of this league and see it where it's at right now. We got COVID as a huge barrier. We got all these different things, and the IPL was put on an amazing product if you like the batsman side of it, right? Bowling, I don't know what's going on. They got to clean some things up. Some teams have got some serious bowlers, but for the most part, they're all getting lit up right now. And I get it. Same 3 pitches. I get it. It's in a different place than what they're usually playing. I get all of that, but it's still very exciting. Any team can win. I don't think we're going to see a clear-cut winner of this entire league until we have the finals winner at the end. We'll say, oh, okay, they're the winner. I got it. But we could probably say 5 or 6 other teams, could have won it this year. I'm super excited for that. This is a deep league. I think the teams, whether they were trying to or not, they did a great job of just going all out, balancing out as much. Obviously, India's got some serious cricketing skills and serious talent in that country, which makes sense because they love cricket. They love cricket. Absolutely. Absolutely love this league. I hate it today, but it is what it is. Like you said, sometimes you're the best, sometimes you're the worst. It is what it is. I learned that IPL is no joke. It's so much fun. And if you guys are watching this channel, you know that Gabe is a bunch of souls on his own because Nick needs to get his beauty sleep sometimes. I'm not even getting my beauty sleep right now because I'm so addicted to IPL. And I love cricket. But I'm so addicted to this. It's so much fun. Thanks so much for checking us out. RCB fans, don't worry. We're going to just ignore this one. We're going to move on. Kings fans, you got a serious squad. You should be super proud of yourself. And until next, or don't forget to like and subscribe. Until next time.
That's 6 runs.